His name is Nikola Jokic, and his one-seeded Denver Nuggets kick off their second round of the Western Conference playoffs against Kevin Durant and the four-seeded Phoenix Suns. First quarter, it's Durant putting in work. He came ready to ball in quarter number one. As a matter of fact, that's where most of KD's work in this one came from. Durant had 29 points and 14 boards. But here comes the Nuggets. It's Jokic. Working, ain't ya? You don't have no time to lay up. The Joker grabbing his own miss after a big block from Durant, putting it in plus the foul. And how about the ball movement from Denver? Aaron Gordon had 23 points. AG working in the post, fading away for the Juice. Denver takes the 8-point lead. And they're not done just yet. The show was just beginning. It's Jamal Murray with a beautiful skip pass to Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in the corner for three. The lead is now double digits. Jokic, a very nice man, finds AG for three. And since Jokic is such a giving guy, how about Jamal Murray threatening on a needle to get it back to the big fella? Jokic and the Nuggets take a 17-point lead at the half. Third quarter, more of the same. Murray to Jokic, Jokic to Murray. These two led Denver with a combined 58 points. Does Phoenix have any fight left in them? Here we go. Kevin Durant and one. Not an easy finish from a very gifted scorer. But when it's all said and done, too much Denver. Jokic dropped 24 points, grabbed 19 rebounds, and dished out 5 assists. Murray, he was balling more than that. Jamal Murray putting on a show in game one. It's Murray somehow, some way for his team. Murray made a lot of plays. 34 points for Jamal. And then how about Durant's former teammate Bruce Brown ripping him? You see Chris Paul here get a very hard foul off on Murray. That's probably as hard a foul you can go without getting a flagrant one. Just a common foul for CP3 and the Suns, showing a little bit of that frustration because this game did not go their way. How about Bruce Brown throwing it down? And then what else can Brown do for you? He can once again rip Kevin Durant, who had 7 turnovers, and it's Brown again throwing it down. What can Brown do for you? He can help ship the Suns a game 1 L. Denver now leads this best-of-7 series 1-0. What up? It's yours truly, the one and only. I'm Ferro. If you want to know why a lot of Nikola Jokic fans are having so much fun with me and trolling me right now, subscribe to the channel so you're not missing out on this content day to day and you'll never feel left out. Again, that's the best way I grow. It's free 99, so please make sure you hit your boy with a subscription right freaking now. Now enjoy the rest of the video.
Third quarter, game 1, Denver and Phoenix. Jokic, splash!
Up in that angle.
Damian Lee too much that time. Long rebound, Murray. Foot race between the legs. Off glass. Murray taking him to the...
Oh, man. Y'all not going to make this one easy on me, are y'all? Okay. I'm a man. I can take it. So for those who don't know what the heck is going on, as the Denver Nuggets celebrate a game 1 victory over the Phoenix Suns, I picked the Suns to win this series in 6 games. Matter of fact, I'm going to drop my preview videos a day late, but I'm standing by my prediction. I picked the Suns to beat the Nuggets in 6 games. For those who don't know why Nikola Jokic is such a hit on this platform, Nikola's obviously from Serbia. I have a huge Serbian following. This all kind of started a couple years back. I was really one of the only channels posting the truth about Nikola Jokic, which I kept telling people, yo, this dude is not a fluke. He's the MVP of the league, for real. So I gained this huge Serbian following. I mean, they got a good chunk of the platform right now. I mean, they'll let you know it too. I ain't mad at they know I love them over there in Serbia. I got to visit Serbia one day. Anywho, I have a huge following of just diehard Jokic and now Denver Nuggets fans. So this all actually started because I was showing love to their guy. Really, it was just me telling my truth. I'm going to always keep it 100% honest. And I was telling people, no, this is the MVP. Nikola Jokic is the MVP this year and the next year. So I stand in that. Now, this year is one of the first years where I've started to push back a little bit, right? To me, because Jokic has been so great, greater expectations are starting to, be placed on the Joker. He's got a healthy unit right now. They look great. They've been the 1 seed. So it's like, okay, now it's time for him to win. And there has been some critical moments from me to Nikola Jokic, and his fans haven't really liked that as much because it's the first year in a while that I've been critical of the Joker. So that's kind of how we got here. And it's all for the love. This is fun. This is my life, right? So I'm never tripping about anything as long as we don't get personal with one another. Go in, that's your guy. Y'all know I got a great sense of humor. Come on, give it to me. I picked the Suns. So far through game 1, my prediction did not look good. So that's kind of how we got here. I have a lot of Serbian followers. And now let's talk about the game. Game 1, here's what I thought of the game. I ended up watching the game back 2 times, actually. So I thought the Denver Nuggets just had more professional basketball players, 1 through 8, 1 through 9. I think that was the thing that stood out to me the most was just the Phoenix Suns have got about 4.5, 5 guys right now that they can rely on in their offense, which I'm going to speak to that offense more in a second. I thought the Denver Nuggets just got about 8 or 9 guys, obviously Jokic and Murray, who were fantastic in this basketball game, both of them. Obviously, you got those dudes. Then when you get down to Aaron Gordon, you know that's the third option on this Denver team. And then you look around at Michael Porter Jr., who's sometimes the third option. He had a beautiful quarter in him in this one. Michael Porter Jr., and then obviously we got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. That's 5 guys right there. I haven't even gotten into Bruce Brown, he's a professional hooper. Jeff Green still getting it done. 16 years in the league, still able to contribute to a team. We're talking about 7, 8 bronze. Another guy that's just he's playing professional basketball right now. He's contributing to a team professionally in a major way. And they have a couple more guys, by the way, that could easily be soaking up some minutes in this series. But that's what stood out to me. The Denver Nuggets are about 8.5 deep, 8.5, 9 deep right now with just professional basketball players. And right now that Phoenix Suns offense is only allowing for about 4 guys to really go. And that's pushing it. And I'm not giving them a pass for this, man. Kevin Durant wanted to be a Phoenix Sun. Obviously, the Suns wanted to have him. They traded Mikal Bridges, a guy that you could count on midseason. He's always available. He literally doesn't miss a game. They traded Mikal Bridges. They traded a guy in Cam Johnson that they pretty much lost Jay Crowder over. They said, yo, Jay, we want to go in the direction of Cam. Jay's a guy that contributed in a big way on that team that got to the finals. They said, okay, we want to go in the direction of Cam. So you picked Cam over Jay, and you picked KD over Cam and Mikal. I'm not giving Phoenix nor Kevin Durant a pass in this one. They got to figure this one out. What have we seen over the last few years, the last decade, with these star-loaded teams at the top? Well, it doesn't allow for a lot of production elsewhere. I mean, you're talking about 3 guys that are going into the Hall of Fame first ballot, and Durant and Chris Paul, obviously, and then Booker down the line. That's the bulk of the shots. DeAndre Ayton's probably as good a 4 you can have in a system like this, right? He's probably the best 4th in a dynamic 3 we've seen in the last 15 years, right? Either him or like Draymond, right? So, the Golden State Warriors, when they had Durant, they had a fantastic 4. So DeAndre Ayton or Draymond, you let me know which one you prefer. Those are probably the best you could get at the 4th. That's a lot of firepower in your top 4, right? But again, you're asking these role players in Phoenix, guys that, by the way, I have seen contribute, guys like a Kogi, Craig, these guys, Wainwright, Campaign from my hometown, Memphis. I've seen these guys produce in major ways. I don't believe it's about the Phoenix Suns not having guys that are ready to hoop. So the reason why I don't give the Suns credit for having 8-9 guys right now, because with this star-loaded lineup, we can't even get into that because most of the shots are going to go to Kevin Durant or Devin Booker. And then when it's not going to them, it's Chris Paul or Ayton. That's the reality of it. I can't give the Suns credit for having 8 or 9 guys deep because 8 or 9 guys don't get to get involved. And don't give me that Torrey Craig missed 4 or 5 3-pointers, or a Kogi missed a corner 3-pointer, or Damian Lee missed a corner 3-pointer. That's not really being a part of an offense. We've seen many, many times in LeBron at his peak when he's been involved in these 3-star systems with guys like that are known to be shooters. We've seen some known shooters struggle around LeBron in these 3-star, heavy lineups at the top because guys need the basketball. They need to touch the basketball more than when it's time to shoot. That's just not how this thing works. So I'm looking at this Phoenix Suns team, and right now in the offense that they're running, with it being Kevin Durant and Devin Booker centric, really, it's not a room for them to have more than 4 guys that mean something to the team right now. Denver, on the other hand, everybody's touching the basketball. They're running sets. Jamal Murray is moving incredible off the basketball. Jokic, man, if you got to give this big dude some credit for nothing else, if you don't want to give him no other credit, give this man credit for inspiring passing again at an elite level in the NBA, motivating guys to want to move off the ball. It's contagious with this team, man. The way he plays the game of basketball is just beautiful. This man makes other guys want to pass. I don't know how many guys I can say that about. Like, we've seen some great passers. We're playing in a series with one of them. Chris Paul is an all-time great assist guy. LeBron James, an all-time great assist guy. I don't know if these guys made other guys want to pass the basketball as much as Jokic does. Jokic makes everybody want to pass the ball and be unselfish, which is truly a beautiful thing to watch. And right now, Jamal Murray is cooking. The 3 guys thus far this postseason that have been on another level and pretty much unguardable night in, night out have been Jimmy Butler, Devin Booker, and now I want to enter another guy into that conversation. Jamal Murray has been right there. This is his first postseason in 3 years. We obviously know what happened to him, tearing his ACL and unfortunately being unavailable for the last couple postseasons. Well, he's back now, and he ain't trying to hear nothing about Jamal Murray from the bubble. Now, it's Jamal Murray from the now. And right now, he looks incredible. He's getting any shot he wants right now. He is leading that Suns team in scoring right now. And Jokic is working so hard down low. He's pretty much doing everything else. What I like about what Jokic is doing right now is he's choosing his spots. So he's allowing Murray to cook in the fourth quarter, but he's making sure he does things in spots for little periods and times to let the Phoenix Suns know he's there. He did it against Minnesota, and he's doing it once again against Phoenix. He's not allowing himself to disappear from series, something that I did bring up about Jokic in the past in a couple series where I felt like he kind of disappeared, and a guy that valuable, literally the most valuable player of the league 2 times over, that just can't happen. Jokic is not allowing himself to disappear in these series, and in this series specifically, in last series against Minnesota. So I'm giving Denver, look, they got to do it 3 more times, but they're definitely off to a great start. Phoenix got hit in the mouth. DeAndre Ayton, after this game, vowed to be more physical in game 2. He vowed that his whole team would be more physical. They're definitely going to have to be more physical because right now, all I'm seeing is a lot of finesse play. And look, I know Phoenix is going to address this roster, win or lose, after once we get into the offseason, after the playoffs. They're going to get some guys next year. You're going to see a lot of guys, maybe a couple guys that ain't even in the league anymore, like a Dwight Howard or somebody, get a call from the Phoenix Suns. Yo, hey, you want to be around? Can you give me 10, 15 minutes a game? They're going to go get some more physical guys that can contribute to what they're trying to do. But for now, they play entirely too much of finesse basketball. And maybe that can work against the Clippers, who didn't have their 2 strongest players in Kawhi and Paul George. Maybe that can work in the first round, the 2 strongest forwards. Maybe that can work against them. But that's not going to work against a team that wants to bring it to him. Bruce Brown, don't sleep on this dude. He was on that Brooklyn Nets squad with Kevin Durant the last couple years. he probably knows Durant as good as anybody does right now, his spots and where to guard him. He was able to guess a couple of Durant's passes, able to guess a couple of Durant's moves. He's clear as day been around Durant a lot and knows some things about KD and his game. Like, this is going to be a very physical series. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is also a guy that has really trained himself into being a really good defender. By the way, KCP used to be an athlete's athlete. So, I mean, I'm looking at this Denver Nuggets team, and I'm thinking to myself, man, are they good 1 through 8? Man, they're really good 1 through 8. And I can't wait to see game 2 of this series Monday. So I know y'all going to give it to me. Go ahead. Jokic fans, go ahead. Denver Nuggets fans, go ahead. Look, I said Phoenix is winning this series. I'm standing in that. And look, if y'all keep producing, I'm going to keep calling it out. That's the beauty in me. This is why if you have not done so right now, you need to subscribe to this platform. I'm going to keep it real regardless. I'm a diehard Lakers fan, but y'all know my Lakers get it too. I just did a video yesterday where I said LeBron just did some all-time level corny stuff to Dylan Brooks on Instagram. Y'all know I have no problems keeping it real. My job as a journalist is to be unbiased to the truth first. And then, obviously fandom comes in. We'll play off of fandom, but I'm going to keep it real no matter what. That's just all I know. That's all I've ever known is to be real. Like, literally, it's like the thing with me is I don't tell lies. In my personal life, I'm not a liar. I don't lie often. So I'm going to keep it real. If the Nuggets continue to produce like this, they're going to be in the conference finals. And by the way, they're going to be tough to beat in the conference finals. That looked like the 1 seed. They looked phenomenal. And, hey, man, through 1 game, they're up 1 game to zip. Cannot wait for game 2. Let me know what were your thoughts, your comments on game 1 of this best of 7 series in the Western Conference semis. I'm out.